Weekender, we are going to think about food. And not just any food. Thanksgiving is next week and we kind of think of turkeys and stuffing. But usually at the end, we're so stuffed that we have no room for dessert. And this week we are making dessert. And our dessert is pie. So I have apple pie. So we're going to create pies. You can use any materials you want to at home. And think of your pies. There's pumpkin pie. There's banana pie. There's apple pie, cherry pie, Boston cream pie. You can even invent your own pie. So get ready. We are creating pies. Where's the fork? I'm hungry. So I'm going to show you two ways of how to draw a pie. One is from a side view, so you can see like all the ingredients in your pie, like the crust and the filling. And another view is a bird's eye view, so if you're looking down, it looks kind of like a triangle shape. So I'm going to do a triangle shape. First, I'm going to actually find something to use to trace for my plate for the triangle shape. And I found my Folgers coffee cup here. I'm going to place it in the middle of my paper the best I can. It doesn't have to be in the middle. And I'm just going to simply trace around. Next, I am going to draw my pie, and I'm going to draw a pumpkin pie for this one. So I am simply going to create the letter V. All right, and I'm going to turn my pie a little bit, my paper a little bit here, and I'm going to draw a V. Now, it doesn't have to be super perfect, and mine's not going to be perfect because I know one side is probably going to be longer than the other side. It's okay. If I was trying to do perfect, I would have a ruler out and measuring my sides, but I am not, and I know you guys probably don't have that stuff at home. So I'll press a little darker here on my pencil. So I have the letter V, and I made it pretty big, so it's filling in the majority of the shape in my circle. And now I'm going to kind of close this line, my V, with a stretched out, like a curved rainbow line. I don't want it to be straight across, because remember, our pie is in a dish, and it has that round edge, and it follows the round edge in that pie dish. So I'm going to add some crust. So I'm simply going to make another curved line that follows. Okay, and I'm going to make some decorations on my crust. Just a little bit. And you can trace over your pencil line or draw simply with marker. It's totally up to you too. So I'm going to create a little dollop of Cool Whip right in the middle there. I'll put a little on top. All right, so there is basically one way to draw a piece of pie. I'm going to make it a little more decorative. I'm actually going to take the top of, is this going to work? Nope. I'm going to find a smaller tracer or a smaller circle in my kitchen to create another shape on my plates. And I found the lid to test this cookie jar. I'm going to slightly put it in the center and trace around. All right, so now next it is ready to add color. So there's my pumpkin pie, and I'll show you at the end of what they look like. Next, I'll show you how to draw a pie from the side view. So you basically want to create two lines so I'll put one line there. I'm going to come over here and try to make the same size line, and then I'm going to connect them. I'm going to add a line coming back, kind of coming towards the middle. This is the top, and then I want to add this line here and connect it with here. Now this is just kind of like the top of your pie. All right, so then I'm going to add my crust. So like kind of like a U shape or an upside down U shape. And then I'm going to go down. I'm going to trace around the bottom and connect it. And then I'm going to kind of create these backward C shapes and curve lines to draw more crust to my pie. It's kind of like cheesecake. So now I'm going to add some stuffing. So I'm going to make this a cherry pie. So I'm simply going to draw cherries in circles in the inside of my cherry pie. So maybe the top is another piece of crust. I'm going to simply just draw another line for my crust. And I'm going to add a little slit in the top of my cherry pie here. I'm just going to fill it in with circles. For all of my cherries. And you can, at the end of here, you don't have to have this perfectly straight. You could have a cherry kind of sticking out there. So you can have like an apple pie, blueberry pie, whatever kind of pie you want to. You can simply just have a baked slice of pumpkin pie. So the view of how you draw a pie is up to you. Now if you want to draw a plate around it, you're going to start behind your pie and simply go around. And then I'm going to draw a straight line behind so it looks like it's sitting on the edge of the table.